the dawn of the 20th century, a broad band of rainforests stretched uninterrupted across the entire breadth of the African continent. By the year 2000, this is all that was left. West Africa's rainforests lie decimated, yet one of the largest forested areas is found intact in Africa's most populous nation, Nigeria. Cross River State is one of the most biologically diverse areas in the world, home to 1/3 of Africa's primate species.
We identify Cross River State as being the virtual Eden of Nigeria.
It's the only place in the world where you can find the big three primates, the chimpanzee, the drill, and the Cross River gorilla.
It is also home to over 200 forest communities, people who have thrived on the forest's plentiful resources for centuries.
If you want to protect the environment, then you must be responsive to the needs of the people.
Odigha Odigha is working to protect the forest and restore habitat for Nigeria's endangered wildlife.
In 1995, Odigha created NGO Coalition for Environment, basically to help people realize that they have the right to speak for themselves.
The greatest threat to Cross River rainforest is WEMCO, a Hong Kong company that obtained a 540-acre logging concession in 1993. The trees are located almost entirely in primary rainforest. WEMCO is turning it into wood chips. Upstream of Cross River Park and Wildlife Sanctuary, WEMCO's huge sawmill is operating 24 hours a day.
They have a wood processing capacity more than can be sustained by what we have today, and are infiltrating even in the community forest. Even the buffer zones of the Cross River National Park, they're threatened. People are now encouraged to bring logs from anywhere.
Time after time, WEMCO was caught illegally logging. Their operations were suspended and the wood mills closed for 6 months. A temporary victory for the forest. But Nigeria's government still considers trees not a national treasure. They are a quick source of revenue.
Logging is affecting a lot of the water sources. The trees have been removed in those places.
You cannot be able to succeed in getting a very good stream here because all the forests have been destroyed.
Commercial logging is a serious threat, not only to the trees, but even of the apes and other things. When commercial logging takes place, they open up roads into the jungle where access traditionally would be difficult to commercial hunters, and is what encourages bushmeat trade.
Local markets sell a serving of smoked chimpanzee or gorilla for $20 US. It may bring 3 times that amount in the cities, where it is considered a delicacy. When Odigha began his work, Nigeria was under the military dictatorship of Sani Abacha, who was brutal in his pursuit and execution of environmental activists. Ngozi was targeted for elimination, and Odigha was forced to work underground.
He has made many personal sacrifices, he has risked his life, and he has worked tirelessly to gain attention and support for the preservation of Cross River rainforests.
Odigha works to show communities that they have the power to defend their resources from exploitation. But the economics of the timber business makes that a constant uphill battle.
You can't outrightly tell them to conserve when they have their stomachs empty. And that means you have to encourage things like ecotourism. People should come and see what is being protected.
Odigha has started programs for alternate sources of income and protein. Today, forest people cultivate mushrooms, small livestock, even snails. Hunter-gatherers are becoming beekeepers and rattan farmers.
You start with that.
His Environmental Resource Center is open year-round to students and the general public.
The best thing that we need to do as a matter of urgency is to go all out to protect this, to see how we can meet our needs through other means rather than destroy the forest for immediate needs.
In Cross River State, the government has just relicensed the WEMCO sawmill. Odigha's response? He's running for office himself.
Conservation must be people-oriented, must be people-centered. Yes, we know you're doing that because you need income. You know you're hunting because you need protein. So we want to show you how you can meet your needs without compromising your forest resources.
For outstanding environmental achievement in Africa, The 2003 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Odigha Odigha of Calabar, Cross River State, Nigeria.